do. Go work for another police force, like, you know, probably Taylor. They seem to run to Taylor and Heber when they get ran off everywhere else. They go to Taylor, Heber. So if you see this guy Taylor and Heber, you know what happened. He got caught doing something wrong. It went through IA. He retired before he got in trouble for it, and he ran off to Taylor and Heber. That's kind of how that goes down. Because Winslow PD is not going to hire them. Okay, so well, we did have one. Winslow PD did have one. We had one mixed something, and he came out of Taylor, Heber. And then first he was in Holbrook with the Navajo County Sheriff's Department. He got kicked out of that Sheriff's Department, got kicked out of Taylor, Heber. Here's the thing is, they get support from these people get pulled over because they think being nice to the cops will somehow save them something. He was just in jail, so yeah, he's trying to make the cop happy with him. A lot of bootlickers are doing it for a reason. You know, I did a big data report on why the people paid the Sheriff's Benevolence Associations and the police advocacy programs. They get the stickers on the back of the cars. Their purpose is specifically to try to get out of trouble. It's like bribery, legal bribery is what it is. And I saw that at 8 out of 10. I mean, the numbers, I didn't do the exact numbers, but about 8 out of 10.
I went to MD itself, and I went to that party.
What I find a little odd is them pulling people out of their cars and having them come back over to the state trooper's car on a normal traffic stop. Typically that's done on a Terry stop, and they're doing a what they're doing is they're checking to make sure you don't have any guns by you. So in Pennsylvania versus Mims, there's a case where the officers are allowed to pull you out of your car to check your car in the immediate vicinity to see if you have any weapons on you. So that way for officer safety. That's Pennsylvania versus Mims. Officers will often abuse that ruling and pull you out of your car if you are being any way combative with them, or you're auditing them in any way. They will then try to use that Pennsylvania versus Mims on you in that case. But very, very seldom do I ever see them pull somebody to their car who has not demonstrated a safety risk or safety hazard. And then I must say the 25-foot thing that he said, which is obviously not the case. And Direct D, you can chime in on this. You guys know the Arizona laws better than I do. I'm more familiar with Florida, New York, and Ohio, and those areas there, California. But as for Arizona, I'm still learning Arizona laws, so I don't want to be steadfast and certain that there's a 25-foot law, or there's not a 25-foot law in Arizona. But the last I checked, Arizona had a reasonable distance law. It did not have an exact footage, as in like the Halo law of Florida had exact footage, where I don't believe Arizona did. And I'd be willing to bet that it doesn't, and this cop just lied to me, you know, because that's what they do, they lie. So, and he doesn't know the statute, so I bet he knows Pennsylvania versus Mims by heart though. He could probably summarize that with his own words, but he doesn't know the statute on what says 25 foot for auditors. I don't think that there is one. I know there's not, but I don't know there's not because maybe it happened last week and I didn't check it. But I'm gonna assume there's not. But we'll have Kernew's supervisor tell him there's not, because obviously a civilian telling him there's not, he says go check it, go check it. Well, I graduated college a lot long ago, long before there were any anti-auditing laws. So he's right, I don't know for sure whether there is one or not, but I'm pretty certain it violates First Amendment, and I'm pretty certain that the Arizona courts will not support a violation of the First Amendment. He didn't let us check his training. He didn't say that because she's smart. It was this guy, the one that is ready for retirement, that lied to the public. It's okay, you catch him on camera lying to the public, and that's what you do. You file the paperwork, that's all you do. It doesn't have to be because you're stopped. You could be a civilian bystander. You don't have to be the one stopped to catch policy violations and constitutional rights violations.
Mind if I blow up my car before it turns off?
Oh yeah, plate problems, registration issues. Which is a lawful stop. Why are they so contentious on lawful stops? We don't know. Why can it be contentious and say unlawful directives that violate policies and procedures, violate constitutional rights, and you have a lawful stop? Why not just be a good ambassador for your department and tell us society, hey, this is a lawful stop? Why don't they? They create suspicion where there doesn't need to be. Almost like they say they're suspicious of things with no articulable facts. And then they'll be, I'm suspicious of what? So your report's got to say you're suspicious of a certain crime, and then you have to articulate why. They just say we're suspicious.
Nice guy.
I will be making a report on you. You said it's Kernu? Badge number, Kernu?
6600.
6600 is what you stated. Thank you so much.